aiming at you, Hal. I know I sound mad. I don't want to sound mad. I feel marvelous. It's my anniversary. I don't want to talk to you. You ain't make the playoffs. I shouldn't even be thinking about you.
In people's ancient times, like there's a lot of people that are worthy of the Hall of Fame that never got in.
Like, enough of this. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. 3,000 hits. There's nothing more New York than a guy saying, hey, I want to play for your team. That team saying no. And then you be like, you know what? Well, then fuck you. I'm going to show you. I mean, who didn't vote for Adrian Beltre and why?
Eddie, game one, that Stroman pitches, you wearing a do-rag?
What you eat don't make me shit. I've been watching all the Yankee pods. Y'all boring as fuck. Some of y'all is boring. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm coming on stream with the do-rag. Yeah. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back, man?
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Best pod in the world wide web. Best pod in the world. I said.
Yes, sir.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Shout out to all 30 folks in the building already. Been waiting to see me crash out. I know y'all think I'm about to crash out. I am not about to crash out. We're going to have a calm pod. We're going to have a calm pod today. But enough about me. Let me tell you about my brothers, though. First and foremost, we got my man returning, Big Adi in the building. How you feeling today, Adi? What's good?
Yo, baby, I'm good. I'm calm, collected. Been through all 5 stages of grief. I'm good. Santo Palo, done. We ready, baby. We back. We back, baby.
We ready. We back. And we supposed to have my man Juan, OG Juan, on. He'll be on next time we come on to pod for sure. Shout out to my man Juan. But given the nature of what's been going on, the fact that the news has broken, the fact that folks feel like there is a tide that is shifting in the city, they wrong about it. But that's how they feel. That's how they talking. And so I had to bring my brother, my day one. You know what I mean? I'm his OG, but right now he feeling big. He wanted to come up on the pod and stick his chest out. You know him as Vosky, the young god. John, what's good, my brother? How are you, Vosky?
Yo, fellas. First and foremost, I want to say happy holidays before it gets a little spicy to you and the family. Adi, nice seeing you. Last time I saw you, it didn't look too pretty there. At what was it, July 23rd? Was it? Yeah, July 23rd.
Yeah. I don't like seeing you, bro. Every time I see you, it hurts.
Yeah, but it's all good. It's still love, man. But listen, how you guys doing? I'm doing well.
Yo, how you remember that date? That was a regular season game. Yo, that's how you know that was the pennant. That was the pennant for your man.
I caught it on this camera. You seen the film?
You did.
When it went viral.
You did.
Yo, shout out to my boy Mike. My boy Mike. Where my boy Mike at, man? Shout out to my guy.
First of all, my man Mike, he would be too crazy to bring on here. I needed somebody level-headed. But look, everybody knows what we're gonna talk about. Me and Adi, we're gonna break down obviously the Soto decision. But in lieu of the Soto decision, we thought it was only right to bring on a diehard Met fan to kind of tell us how the Met universe is taking this, how they feel. Do they feel like it's a one-up? What's going on? So I'm going to give Vosky the floor uninterrupted. He's got to work early in the morning, so he may not stick around for the whole pot. So I want to give him a safe space to get his shit off and just tell us how he's feeling right now. Theo Cohen spent the bag. Juan Soto took the bag. Juan Soto, richest contract in professional sports history. What is it? 16 years, 765 with the potential to be $805 million. Sheesh. How you feeling?
Yo, I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling good. This is a good thing for New York City. It's a good thing for Met fans, especially after the season we had. We wasn't supposed to have that season, but look how we came out, man. You know what? Shout out to the Mets for that 2024, oh my God, season, man. Shout out to you fucking guys, man. We love you guys, for sure. But listen, man, we here. We back. We made a statement. We did, what we're supposed to do. New owner, new money. New money This is what we do, bro. When you have $1 billion in art, you spend the bag on someone that has potential. Oh, that's my wife. Hey, how you doing, babe? She came in, she's a Yankee fan, but she understands that too. But listen, we feel amazing, bro. We excited. We can't wait for the season. We can't wait for spring training. I just can't wait, bro. Shout out to Soto for getting that money. Still an endorsed team, but we here.
So no shade, right? We're not gonna do no shade. We're gonna talk about this objectively, at least while John is here, and then when John goes, we'll kick us back in a little bit, and we'll really talk. We'll talk some shit and tell the folks how we really feel about Juan Soto. But look, $765 million over 16 years, right? I mean, that is even for a billion, for the richest owner in sports. That's a hefty that's a hefty outlay. Do you have any concern
what you guys offer them?
760 over 15.
Okay, what's the difference?
Right.
What's the difference?
You got him. You got
That's
him.
it.
So the question. So then my question is, do you feel? Are you worried that is going to prevent you from doing other things?
No, I'm not worried at all. We got money
Because
cleaned up next year. We got money cleaned up. I'm not worried at all. We got a bunch of young guys.
Year.
We got a bunch.
So are you done this year?
No, we not. No, absolutely not. We give Pete Alonso the bag 5 years. We got him. Grab a few more pitchers and we locked in, bro. We got
Who's Pete Alonso's agent?
Me, Jonathan Vasquez, the collection. I'm his agent. We gonna get him.
It's Boris, right?
Yeah, it's Boris. We give him the bag, and I'm sure Alonso know what's going on. He sees what's going on. He wants to be a Met, and we give him 5 years. He'll come. We got a great chance to potentially win 2 or 3 World Series, but that's what we do. The culture's changed. It's shifted.
Right now, with no other moves, Mets World Series favorites.
There's gonna be other moves. What you mean? There's gonna be the season. We don't start till what?
But there haven't been any other moves yet.
But there's going
right
to be.
Now. How about? I'm trying to gauge how you feel right now.
Right now, I feel amazing because I'm not worried. I know we got some guys coming in. Alonso's gonna come back. We land a few pitching. We got a great farm system. We got Acuna. We got Mauricio that's healthy. Alvarez, he's been locked in. Mark Vieto's a star in the making. So we got a few young guys that that's ready to rock and roll for the season, and we ready to rock out. We give him, we offer Manaya some money. He'll come back.
Severino pitched really well for you guys last year. Any concerns about losing him? Yeah. Concerns about losing him?
He was shaky in the playoffs. I'm not worried about Sevy. He did what he had to do. He was a little shaky in the playoffs. You seen it with your own eyes.
Right now, who's your number 2 starter right now?
Oh, Clay Holmes.
Clay Holmes, for sure. Clay Holmes, Dr. Holmes. And you guys didn't use him well. You didn't use him well. You guys didn't use him well. You'll see what's going on. And it's not even for KO. We don't have him for, Edwin Diaz been a little shaky. We might have him in the closing position. So we got options. Options is a beautiful thing. So we'll see what's going on. We're not worried about that.
I got one comment and maybe a question here for you, my man Vosky. Much respect. Congrats. Yeah, definitely did it. You know what I mean? I know there's been many years of you seeing like, oh, we were close, just close enough, and it didn't pop off for you guys. So yeah, get the parade going, bro. You guys signed Soto. You offered him the bag. You turned a new leaf on baseball pretty much, right? Record-breaking baseball, new way of doing things. And, only time will tell, right? Only time will tell.
You're absolutely right.
And you absolutely right. This week, you got to be on a high because guess what? To your point, most likely there's going to be other moves, something that they promised Soto, right? I think Boris came out saying that one of the things that enticed them was the fact that they're still going to be aggressive, even though they just they pretty much paid for, 2 minor league teams just got cut off because of this contract or something like that. But, that the Mets are still going to be aggressive, to your point. So you showing the confidence of, we ain't done because we're building, right? We're building aggressively.
We just started building, absolutely.
My question to you is, where are the holes that you see like directly? Like, obviously, everyone needs starting pitching,
right?
So obviously that, right? But where else are the holes that you see? Like, we need to clear this up because at the end of the day, you have a tall mountain to climb, even with Juan Soto in the National League. So
absolutely.
I'll give you that.
Our biggest holes
We
is
get
pitching.
that.
We need pitching, bro. We need pitching. We need a locking that. You know, we had a few guys last year that have been steady, but was still shaky. But we need someone. We need someone with a one, that comes in with a 1-2 punch. Hopefully, we could sign, Manaya. Let's see what he does. Unfortunately, this guy got away to Boston. I saw Boston doing that. They was a little sneaky about that, but it is what it is. You guys signed Max Fried, which was hell of a fucking did what you had to do. Landed pitching, but for pitching, I think it's our weakest option right now. So we have to definitely got the pitching.
Because let's not forget your first signing of the season was Frankie Montas.
Frankie Montas.
So let's remember that he also came. He's there too.
He's there.
And
but
once again, we're hitting they were Yankees. They were Yankees. So real quick.
Shout out to Noah in the building.
Yo, no, you better be in the
gang.
cage, man. You better be in the cage right now.
He said you better be in the cage right now. Because we're trying to get that Soto.
865.
He supposedly knows Cohen and he's gonna holler at him for us.
Yeah.
I would rock blue and orange for Noah. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact. But we need pitching for sure. But let me be on my high. Let's worry about that when we get there.
100%. And you gotta be. This is what the all season's about. Right now, you gotta act like you won the World Series, even though right now you're third place.
Coming from the Will Pond era, where you feel me, it was crazy, bro. It was sloppy. It was season after season, heartbreak after heartbreak. Being a fucking Mets fan is difficult, but we ride out. So seeing this is just definitely a win for Mets fans, bro. This is what we wanted. We got a new owner in town that's wanting to win, you feel me?
I agree. And look, I think for the Mets, this was super important. Like I think it was important for Steve Cohen to make this statement with this player, right? This is what Steve Cohen came in for, right? He came here to change the culture. He came here to land premier free agents in Flushing. And had he lost out on this, I think it would have hurt a lot more than it hurts the Yankees. I like the Yankees will pivot. We'll do what we have to do. But I think the fact that Soto came and we can make fun about he was chasing the money, but the fact that he got the deal done, I think one sends a signal to the fan base, and we're seeing it with John where he's like, I'm not concerned because we're gonna do more. But I think it also sends a signal to other free agents like, hey, we're open for business. We are we are playing in the big boy side of the pool, right? Now, let me ask you this, John, before you get out of here. Is there any concern with the fact that, Cohen, when he wants somebody, is very clear about, hey, I will blow anybody away, right? Like, I mean, he essentially with the escalators, he blew the Yankee offer out the water. It wasn't close at the end of the day. Do you worry that other free agents see now the Mets not necessarily as a destination, but as a lick? And you see what I'm trying to say? Like,
I see what you're trying to say. Same thing when we do. I think it's different before when we signed Verlander and fucking what's his other fucking dude name? We gave him the money they owed. I think whatever his fucking 2-eye faces ass whatever.
Yeah, two.
Get him the fuck out of here. Yeah. Bum ass motherfucker. But anyways, but I think it's different now. He's Soto's 26 years old. He's young. It does show
26.
26 is young. 26 is young. 26 is young. Look.
26. Dominican 26 is like 32.
Dominican 26. Remember that.
Listen, hold on. 26 is young. You feel me? It does show. It does bring a market to Citi Field where we got something brewing over there. So you get some guys. Yo, listen. Look at Arenado. He just put out a quote that he don't mind pay for them. Get the fuck out of here. Oh no, you had your chance. Nah, you want guys that they're gonna want to play.
Yankees off that list, by the way.
Huh?
Nolan or Arenado left the Yankees off that list, right? Like so, Arenado, released a list of teams that
for sure.
he'd be
But
willing to waive his no trade clause. He left
for
the
sure.
Yankees off. Mets are on it.
Yeah, because he wants the bag. Of course, you come over here, you get the bag. You know, you come into these guys want the bag, but I'm pretty sure they know they still gonna these are still competitors. Talking about Juan Soto, he's Dominican, bro. He fucking competes when he was 6, hitting beans and sticks, bro. This is what they do, and it's in their blood. He's a competitor. So you come, then you got a guy like Lindor that you come into a team where like, all right, you got something brewing here, bro. You got one of the best shortstop. I'm gonna say the best shortstop in the fucking MLB because that's fucking Francisco Lindor, who got snuffed for a Gold Glove, And I don't want to say MVP, but it is
and got stuff for the MVP. I'll die on that hill.
So you got guys like that. Then you got a star in the making like Mark Vientos, bro. That did amazing numbers in the playoffs, no doubt about it. So it shows you that a young guy like that can produce in these hot moments where he's producing. Then we got we could sign Peter Alonso. That shows in the playoffs he picked it up. Unfortunately, I think we give him 5 years. That lineup right there, I think he'll be more at ease. You bat 5, Nemo 4, and then we'll get it going. So yes, I think guys gonna want to come play Citi Field. The market is open. It's just the game of baseball has changed. The market has changed. The economy has changed as well too. So money's different now. Steve Cohen's gonna do what he does.
And I think the fact that you got David Stearns there.
David Stearns,
who's a shrewd baseball man, I think he won't let Cohen kind of get out of hand.
Which is why we signed.
He'll kind of rein him in and make the right deals.
Which is why we kind of signed Clay Holmes, right? Because your man's he's known for getting guys from the farm system, and Clay Holmes came from the Baltimore. What was it? The Baltimore farm system?
Yeah,
no, Pirates.
He was Pirates.
Well, Pirates, yes, that's right.
Pirates,
but they still got a great farm system. So he's seeing something, obviously.
Yeah.
That Cohen is not seeing, which is amazing. So, and it showed what he did last year with little. I don't want to say little pennies, but it wasn't money getting these guys these 1 year deals and stuff like that, which we could potentially land a few more guys for maybe 1 or 2 years, and and get something brewing the next 2-3 years. So shout out to these Met fans. Shout out to Steve Cohen. I think we got something brewing. At the end of the day, it's still a long season. We got the Dodgers, we got Atlanta. Those guys are still tough at the end of the day.
The Brewers, the Giants, the Padres, Philly.
I'm confident to tell you that. We got them the fuck out of here, right? We got Philly the fuck out of here. We got the Brewers the fuck out of here, right? We smoked. If we was, I don't want to say healthy, but if we was well rested, we went from fucking Citi Field to Philly, back to Citi Field, back to Milwaukee. We was going back and forth. We're fucking tired. You feel me? We was fucking. We did what we had to do.
Y'all playing playoff baseball for
amazing
near 8 weeks,
and that's kind of our fault, because we had a slow start, but it's okay. That's the name of the game, right? You adjust. But am I confident to say that we're gonna compete with these guys? Absolutely, bro. I'm not worried about fucking the Dodgers. We beat the Dodgers twice. I'm not worried about the motherfuckers. It is what it is. They had Showtime. Well, do what you gotta do, Showtime. Get the fuck out of here. This is Citi Field, New York Mets baseball now. The time has changed. Juan Soto's hungry. Lindor is definitely hungry.
Mets the favorite to win the division.
The Mets are favorite.
Right now,
absolutely, yeah. Right now, yeah. We have a big chance, man. There's no, and I want to say we're top 3 lineups in the MLB if you really think about it. And that's me not being cocky.
See how that lineup rounds out, but
that top 3 lineup in the MLB is crazy. It's going to be hard to pitch Lindor, Soto, and Mark Vientos. Then you add Peter Alonso. It's going to be very hard.
That's nasty.
And then you got a veteran like Starlin Marte who hits for contact. He hits for average, and I'm not mad at that. We got a young prospect. The people don't forget Francisco Alvarez. He's working too. He was young. He's a baby, but he's learning. It's a good learning process for him. So am I excited? Absolutely. This is a big thing for New York City. It's a big thing for the Mets. I know parking is going to be a little bit more expensive now. I know the beer is going to go up for like $22, but hey, that's the price we got to pay, right? To see a star, 2 stars, 2 superstars at that. And we have one in the making. Maybe. So shout out to you Mets fans. Shout out.
So your audience, so you're talking about worried about the beer prices. It's like feels like it feels like that Franco meme, right? Like first time.
Nah, the good thing is my man got, he ain't got to look for parking. He come right through the little parking lot. Worry about no security. He's good. Coming his little whatever car he has, like nice little. Probably got some G-Wagon. I don't know what he has.
Real quick. I mean, if you need a carburetor, bong, they change that out right there.
You go to Corona, get a nice haircut. You feel me? He's single, right? There's a lot of mommies up there for him.
Is he single?
I think he's in a good position right now. Steve Cohen and the Mets are a family oriented team. As you've been to Citi Field, it's a family oriented feel vibe to it. So I think he made a great decision. And as far as spending the money, it's not my money, but I love it. You know, we got a star, man. The only thing Soto got to do is really brush up on his, his fielding, and then we should be good.
So
no gimmicks this year. No gimmicks. Just straight baseball this year. What's up?
We ain't fucking around, bro. No, it's straight baseball, bro. After everybody shit, especially shitting on Lindor, bro. That man, God bless that man, man. He's so humble, bro, and snubbed him from the Gold Glove, MVP caliber, man. It's just crazy. They shitting on my mans.
So Vasky, Spider-Man will no longer be twerking at Citi Field.
That shit was matter of fact. I brought you to that game. Tell them how great your
I was
seat
there.
was.
That's what I'm saying.
How great your seat was.
Like, what the fuck is...
When you take me to Yankee Stadium, you got me changing fucking light bulbs. I take you to Citi Field. I take you to Citi Field. We go to a ballpark. We watch baseball.
No, we watch Spider-Man twerk. That's what we did. We watched Spider-Man twerk on the dugout, and ladies shoot T-shirts into the stands.
And y'all swallowing hot dogs, dipping in beer. Come on, let's not go there, bro. No, I told you no Mets slander. No Mets slander. See, when I come at y'all go crazy.
Girl, I'm just asking.
You have the glizzy in the beard, right? You got to look for parking, right? You got to go to the Grand Concourse to the car. You got to wait till 6 o'clock to get out the car, right? To go to your.
Yeah, I know how I do.
Right?
Yeah, because I'm cheap. First of all, look.
Citi Field, hold on.
I'm from the Bronx.
Yeah, you still got to wait for 6 o'clock. I'm
from the Bronx.
Pull in.
I'm from the Bronx. I'm not paying for parking at Yankee Stadium. I'm from the Bronx.
Y'all niggas is cheap. That's what it is. Matter of fact,
we let that. That's for the tourists.
Before I get off, why do you think Juan Soto left? Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. Don't say the money. Besides the money, why did he leave?
All right. So listen here. I think that's a great question, and I'm gonna lean in on this one. It's him. It's gonna be the Soto show. He's above the Mets because he got the most money. He's a superstar. He's gonna brand himself. He doesn't need. You're right. He doesn't need Monument Park because there's other heroes in there. He doesn't need to be clean shaven because there's rules to think. He's gonna be like Big Papi up in Boston. It's gonna be his show, and the Mets are just the team he plays for. That's, to me, I think that's a good allure because, again, I'm not saying it can't happen, but the Mets don't have the culture where it's like the Mets be above all. He could come in here. He was with open arms, right? Steve Cohen's like Loretto. He's like, we family. You know what I mean? So giving him at 26 years old that idea that like, you the man. And I spoke to you off air about, is whose team is this? And I agree with you. It is Lindor's team. But don't get it twisted, though. The star, and yes, Lindor got snubbed by for the MVP. He should have been a Gold Glove winner. This 26-year-old with the biggest bag is the show. And I think that's an allure that is like, I can still be in New York. I can still have the branding there. People might notice me still in the streets. And I could do whatever I want.
And you're right. And I'm confident to say that Lindor probably understands that. And I'm a quote Lindor. What he said, at the end of the day, I'm Francisco Lindor, right? We know you want Soto. We know you want Soto. We know that, right? We know you got the 765, but I'm Francisco Lindor. You know what I could fucking do at the end of the day. You know what I could do. They know what I could do, right?
Yeah.
I'm the captain. I'm the leader of the team. I'm going to let you do what you got to do, and you know that. And that's what you're going to do.
No, but I'm just saying to the point of like, I get it. The Yankees are the old school, have a culture, which I'm not saying the Mets can't be. It looks like they're changing their culture in the sense, right? But the allure of like, he's going to be able to do whatever he wants. My man's 26 years old, supposedly, asterisk, but I got to say it now. Now, before I used to stay shut about that. No longer. That's it. You if you ain't us, you against us. So, again, I think that the Mets, I think he wanted to be in New York.
For sure. So let me ask you a question.
Because, go ahead.
May 16, May 17, Subway Series. Are you guys booing him or what?
I think I'm still going through
What question is
processing.
that?
I'm asking Adi. I know how you felt. You
I will answer that. I will answer that question.
So you gonna boo a man that
And
brought y'all,
clearly,
that
with
carried
my
y'all.
soul.
He carried y'all. Him and Stan carried y'all.
That carry what?
Listen.
Carry,
Again,
carry what?
by then,
Well, he carried.
The whole
Yo,
team.
Vasky, so guess what? I'll give you an
set
answer.
him up to have the best year of his career.
It's still baseball, right? It's baseball. You got to have talent. You got to see the ball, hit the ball. Don't say we set him up, right? You have 70 home runs, Aaron Judge, right? What do you do in the playoffs? You fucking.
All right.
I didn't want to go there.
He never hit over 35 home runs in his life. He never hit over 35 home runs.
We talking about playoffs.
Judge protected him.
Yo, so all of a sudden, y'all just care about playoffs. All of a sudden, that's it.
Now they care about playoffs. He remembers the date that the Mets beat the Yankees in the regular season. Now he wants playoffs.
That's the name of the game, right?
That's the name of the game. Oh, my bad. I didn't know. And that's my thing. I think it's a long time coming. So in terms of booing him, I still, again, I think now obviously he was a mercenary and like he came here, did his thing, applaud him. Like I said, I ain't mad at the dude, at anybody getting their bag. Right? Let's get that out the way. Ain't mad at nobody. But as a Yankee fan, you asked me the question, fairly say I don't know yet. I know Ed said yes. I don't know yet.
See this picture right here?
And I'll tell you, look,
I'll tell you why. See this picture right here?
Yo,
in his mind, he's like, I can't fucking believe.
Vasky, you can't fall for that. You can't fall for that. That is scripted.
No,
that is scripted. 101 marketing is to do something like that. How many college football players we see? That's played out. That kind of media is played out of like, yo, sitting there and like, oh, what's the Bobby Witt Jr. did the same thing. And I guarantee you when Kansas City goes back to the playoffs, they're gonna play that rail. Yo,
you know what?
Marketing, bro.
Fellas, listen. I think he did because he know his man couldn't
one
take
time
him
for
nowhere.
Vasky.
It's my time for me. Listen,
yo, you gotta put some respect on Judge though. Like, come on, let's be.
I said in my video. I said in my video. Let me
tell you this: how many times you a Met fan?
Right.
How many times did you flip the channel to watch Juan Soto at bat? Compared to how many? Have you ever changed the channel to go see Judges at bat?
From when? From watching a Met game?
What was that?
You said from watching a Met game?
In general. No, anybody in general, as a baseball dude, you flipping the channel to watch Soto at bat or Judge at bat?
You're gonna flip it to watch the Judge at bat.
What?
You're gonna flip it to watch the Judge at bat.
Exactly. So, that disrespect, I get it. He stumbled.
I'm not saying that
in the World Series in the biggest stage, yes. But the disrespect is a little too much for my man Judge.
How many times though? You should be mad at him because that many times.
This season, I'm
not the season.
Yes, this
playoffs.
But my thing is like, A-Rod was the same thing. We got mad at him and then he won a chip and gone. We don't even remember how A-Rod choked in the playoffs.
But he carried y'all through. He carried y'all
when he did. So to your point, time will tell, right?
Right.
There is still definitely possibility and a higher probability that he's gonna get us to the promised line.
So before I log off,
because we ain't far.
Before I log off, you're not worried about that no more. Before you're not worried about that no more in the playoffs for Judge.
My man is class, and if we're gonna judge him for that one series, not you, you're not a baseball dude. There's 30 teams out there that will wish that the Yankees be like, oh, he's a bum, we're gonna release him.
That happened last year too, right? It happened last year too.
Nah.
The
whole team. It's not.
Judges had good playoffs before.
Yeah,
but I will say this. I don't think I'm not saying that next season or next playoffs he's gonna carry the team. I will confidently say this and stand on it. I don't think you ever see Aaron Judge struggle in the playoffs the way he just struggled this playoffs. I think he figured something out. I think those last couple of at bats in Game 5, the blunder in the 5th inning, notwithstanding, I think something clicked. I think something clicked in his brain, and like, oh, I know how to do this, and I have zero doubt in my mind that we get to October next year, if Yankees are fortunate enough to be in the playoffs, I have zero worries about Aaron Judge going forward.
Yeah,
Zero.
yeah, yes, and like you said, I was mad at Judge, but I'm like, yo, it happens, right? And it sucks that it happened to us at this stage. But let's not get it twisted. That dude is a hell of a freaking outfielder.
No,
He
he's
can
amazing.
play defense and he can hit. He can play defense and he can hit.
And let's say this. He was playing out of position because the richest player in baseball history now can't can't play left field.
All right, Adi. So let me I know we gotta
Judge
go.
had to play out of position.
Adi, one more question. So in that playoffs, you don't think that your man Aaron Boone should have shifted him in the lineup?
Oh, yo, we don't have enough time. You said the name, my guy. You see, you pulling trigger points. You said the name. You said the name, bro. So we don't got enough time, but you on the right path. You know. But yes,
that's the Aaron. That's the problem.
Things. That's the Aaron. That's a problem. And I think my man Judge is putting him on his back right now and taking all that heat because of his blunders and he didn't produce. But yo, my man, that dude is better be counting his stars right now.
Word.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
That's the big problem. Yo, Adi, Ed, it was a pleasure, man. I hope we could do this again.
Nah, man. Yo, no, we got to. You got to come back. I'm gonna give you an answer. I'll give you an answer on the Soto.
Sure.
Yeah, no.
Yo,
Vosky, open invite, my brother. Love.
Let's go, Mets, Lindor. Yo, Adi, I see you. Y'all be safe.
Later. Yo, Ed.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Vosky. Can you hear me? We were lagging a little bit. But I think
a little bit.
That's the Met Wi-Fi. That's the Met fan Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? They spent all the money on Soto. That the Met fan Wi-Fi was lagging a little bit, but we lit now. We lit. Look. So now that he's gone, we can kick Juan Cano's back in. I'm sorry, Juan Soto's back in. No, I'll tell you why I'm gonna boo him. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to boo Juan Soto. And it's not just because he left, and it's not just because he left to the Mets. I'm happy he didn't go to the Red Sox or any team in the division, so I appreciate that. I think it's a little messy to go from the Yankees to the Mets in the fashion that he did, but whatever, it is what it is. He took the money. But I'm going to tell you why, because I've been kind of just replaying his entire time with the Yankees in my head. And you brought it up where you said, hey, his introductory press conference, he didn't even wear a Yankee hat. He wore his own hat, right? I think, and so he was always telling you what it was. Always was telling us what it was, right? Like there was no allegiance to anything but me, myself, and the bag, right? And so I think that I think of all the times I saw Marcus Stroman pull up wearing vintage Yankee gear, right? Like just so happy to be a Yankee. I'm rocking the '96 World Series shirt, the '98 team, the '03 team, like all of this. And day one, your man Juan Soto shows up in the generational Juan Soto T-shirt. He's a me guy. He's a me guy. I don't like me guys. And the last thing, and the reason why I'm really gonna boo him, and this is why, and it's not because he left and yada yada yada, but it was because not even an hour and a half after the Yankee season ended, in the terrible fashion that it ended, with that Game 5, with the fifth inning, with just the heartbreak, and I don't want to spend any time talking about it, but he went in front of those cameras and he held court. And instead of saying something like, hey, look, we just lost a really tough game. There'll be plenty of time to think about my future. But right now I'm disappointed we didn't get the job done. It's not the time to talk about, what may come in the future. He sat in that fucking locker room before the fans had even filed out the goddamn stadium and said, we're open for business. We're going to talk to everybody. I found that to be so incredibly disrespectful to the 24 other motherfuckers in that locker room who may never get another shot to play in a World Series. Here's this guy just saying, hey, I'm open for business. I thought it was classless. I thought it just lacked tact. I wasn't mad at the message. I was mad at the timing. It was the wrong place and time. And to my knowledge, it's been a couple of days since he's made this decision. Has there been any release from the Soto camp kind of acknowledging his time with the Yankees, thanking the Yankee fans? I mean, we embarrassed ourselves as a fan base. I think that's what I'm most upset about. We embarrassed ourselves as a fan base where, I mean, for the entire season, we were just on our knees, ready to perform fellation at any point for this dude. Like that's what the fan base
Yeah.
did, bro.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what we did. And so because of that, he got to get this work when he come back. He has to.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the ride down memory lane. This year. And again, I'll start off with 24 sucked, right? Like this last end of the year can't come any sooner, right? The World Series right now dropping Soda, all that. It is what it is. And
Shout out to
there's no
Obi-Wan.
crying in baseball. We got to get up, take our lickings, let these Met fans make fun of us and all that. But to your point, man, I just felt like this whole season, and rightfully so, he was well coached. The plan was always there to get the bag. So I don't want to hear all these people and all this reason. It was because of a suite. It was because his driver's pants were too tight and security sent them back. You know what I mean? All that nonsense. I think from the beginning, from when he was in Washington, the idea of like, yo, we need to work our way to free agency and get the biggest bag ever. And Scott Boras told them, if you believe in me, I'm going to get you that bag. I mean, he's proved it time and time before with my man A-Rod. And it's business. At that point, it's business. But as a fan, you fall in love, you get emotional. And the whole time, like, yo, this guy looks so happy. Of course he's happy. He's winning. He was hitting. He's a career year. Yes, I'm going to fall for that. It's like that girl that tells you, like, yo, I'm not into nothing serious. But then you take her to the movies. You go to dinner. She introduces you to her friends. And you're like, yo, this is about to get serious. She's like, chill, chill,
Love
chill. I told
bomb.
you from the get. I told you from the get. We just chilling, So, yeah, it is what it is. We take out, and you're right. We're embarrassing ourselves. We embarrass ourselves a little bit, but ain't nothing we can't handle. Ain't nothing we can move forward from. So that's what I got, man. And Ed, I got to run as well soon, but like, I just think that this will blow over once the dust settle. We'll see that we can be better off through this. We should learn from this, right? We should learn that we ain't the evil empire. That goes to the dude that has $1 billion art now, right? Mm-hmm. So that whole concept of these little brothers, all the Mets, we got to pull ourselves up. We're the work. No, you're not, dude. No, you're not. Y'all rich.
And it's over for that.
Always talked about us about it. Now you got the juice now. Target's on your back about, why you didn't sign him? You got all the money in the world. Oh, what you mean? You're supposed to get everybody you want. That's all I got to say, man.
And it'll be interesting to see how the Met fan deals with the fact that, from April through September don't matter, right? Because you heard Vosky come up here when he's talking about the Yankees, he was just very cavalierly, was ready to dismiss the greatest offensive season that we've ever seen from a right-handed hitter in the history of the game, right? He was just very ready to dismiss that. So we're gonna see how that is when the shoe is on the other foot for the Met fans here. Ayo Tone, Tone, look at this comment on the bottom of the screen. Yankees gonna get washed first round eliminated. Listen, Tone, do me a favor. What I need to know from you is who the Giants are gonna draft in the pick. Is it Tupac Shadur or not? That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear you talk baseball because you're getting me mad. You my man.
Yo,
you my man.
Antonio,
I don't want to fry you up, Tone. I don't want to fry you up.
And bro, man. I heard you're gonna get a Boston Red Sox hat under your tree too. So don't come and get it, brother. But yo, Ed, I gotta roll out.
Cam Wood, we rocking. Love.
Peace and love.
So let's do this again. Appreciate you. Love. We will do this again. Adi is out. Vosky is out. I'm gonna rock here for a couple more minutes with the people. Adi, appreciate you. Love to the family. And let's do this again.
Take care,
peace. All right. There we go. Man, yes, no, Tone, that's a fact. Hold on, man. Let me put this on. That is a goddamn fact. Tone, you absolutely gotta go. You absolutely have to come up to the pod. Come up to the pod anytime. You know, you know what it is with me. Open door policy here. All right, man. Well, we've been rocking here 40 minutes, man. Shout out to the 67 people in the chat. Chat, what up? What up? What up? What up? Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, whether live or in passing. We appreciate the tapping, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Don't make that rare because we love to see you here. And look, y'all, I gotta tell you, man, it's been a wild ride, right? Like we started the pod uh, before spring training last year, and then life starts to life, right? And it's very difficult. I give content creators, especially content creators who have been able to build really successful platforms, credit for the consistency because it is so difficult to be as consistent as you need to be to really be successful in this space. So I know we haven't been as consistent as we should be. We're hoping to rectify that, this off season and take that momentum into the 2025 season. So I'm certainly looking forward to coming on here and potting with the guys once again. But look, we talked a little bit about Soto. We had the Met fans. We gave the Mets some love. We let Vosky talk his shit. We didn't even get to the fact that the Yankees are back, y'all. Not even 48 hours after your man Juan Soto made the decision that he made, Yankees got right back up on the box, got the deal done, and they started cooking. And they started cooking. And my man Cash started cooking. That's what he was doing. He was cooking. He was cooking. He was cooking. 8 years, over 200 million for your man Max Fried. I am super excited about this pickup because for years, we've been talking about, hey, pitching, 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 pitching. You need aces, you need elite front line, top of the line starting pitching. And then we got Cole. And we were like, yes. But if Cole is Batman, he needs a Robin, right? If Cole is Superman, he needs a Batman. He needs a running mate. He needs a running partner, right? And for years we thought it might be Sevy, right? We thought it might be Rodon when we signed him, right? Like we thought things, and those things didn't pan out until now. Max Fried, 31 years old. I know the talk about the injury history, knock on wood, but look, I think for the last 5 seasons, not including the not including the COVID shortened season, I believe he's pitched over 165 innings. So he's hopefully getting to a stage in his career where he's going to be consistently healthy for the next couple of years. And I tell you, fall in love with the lefties. I like lefty bats for my lineup, and I like the lefty studs in my rotation. Give me the lefties, yes please, yes please. So Max Fried coming after Garrett Cole. I'm super happy about that. And now the Yankees have a surplus of starting pitching. Shout out to my young boy in the building, Bacon underscore MM2. That is my son. Do me a favor and give him a like and subscribe when you can, because he is very quickly going to pass me in subscribers. So if you're into gaming content and you want to get that work in Roblox, please give him a follow, and he will gladly 1v1 you and give you that work until it's time for him to go to bed. What time is it now, man? I don't even know why he's still up. He's sitting next to me. He think he's slick because I'm potted, he could get away with it because he knows it's past his bedtime. He's pretending like he don't hear me. He's sitting right next to me. He pretended like he don't hear me, but we're gonna let him rock. We're gonna let him rock right now because he's commenting and he's giving us some engagement. So I appreciate that. I love you, my boy. But yeah, man, Max Fried. I love the deal. I love it. Let me welcome back. 8 years is a long time for a 31-year-old, right? pitcher. 8 years is tough, but when you look at the backdrop of where the market is, right? Like where Steve Cohen just took us, right? Where he just took the market, right? I mean, you're gonna have to overpay. You're gonna have to pay a premium for those types of guys, right? And so I'm so happy we got the lefty. We pair him right next to Cole. I mean, I like it. I love it. I want more of it. Please give it to me. So Max Fried, I can't wait when Juan is back. Hopefully next week we'll have Juan kind of break down. You know, Juan's our stat guy. Juan is our stat guy, so he'll break down. He'll tell you what the opponent's BABIP is against him when he throws his slider in the 3-1 count, and you know the arc on the breaking ball when he spins it in the RPMs and the rotations, and Juan will break all of that down for us. Y'all know how we give it up, but for me, it was absolutely the right move. Um, Now, look, there's still more work to be done, but I will tell you this: I feel extremely confident that the Yankees are going to put forth a team next year that's going to be fundamentally better than the team we put on that field last year, right? And I think that is going to make all the difference in the world, right? Because you heard what the Dodgers, right? Like if you look at the Dodgers um scouting report, right? Like they were like, yo, the Yankees are all talent, no fundamentals, right? And so look, we lost a boatload of talent with Juan Soto. There is no way around that. But if we can get fundamentally sound and we can get really good, solid, fundamentally sound baseball players to round out the rest of this roster, you know, I think we should enter into spring training as the favorite to come out of the American League once again and win a pennant and compete ultimately for a World Series. So I'm super excited about that. I would love to see the Yankees sign Christian Walker for first base. That's who I'm looking at. I know there's some other options or some other talk of some other folks. Um, but I'm a Christian Walker guy on a 3-year deal. I heard rumblings and rumors that the 3-year deal was close yesterday, but that seems to have not been the case because we haven't seen any traction on that today. So whether or not we get Christian Walker is still you know still to be determined. But I like Christian Walker at first, and I know they're not going to do it. I know I disagree with the Yankee front office, but I would bring back Glaber. I would bring back Glaber. I try to bring him back on a I don't want to say a team friendly deal because I think he does deserve to get paid, but I would like to bring him back and play him at second base. And I tell you this, I like Jazz at third. I think a full off season and spring training of Jazz Chisholm focusing on third base would do wonders. And I think you will see a phenomenal third baseman in the person of Jazz Chisholm if he focuses on that for a full off season and spring training. I thought just athletically he was amazing at third base last year, having never played the position or certainly never focused on playing that position in the big leagues. I thought he was phenomenal athletically. At third base, which is not easy to do, especially coming in the middle of the year, having to switch, play third base, and then get that long run into deep October and ultimately to the World Series. Him being the him being the starting third baseman, I thought he did a phenomenal job, and I think he can only get better. So I'm cool with him at third. I know there's talk, people wanted Arenado. Arenado don't want to come here, and I'm cool. He's kind of past his prime, even though I fuck with Arenado. There's talk about some other folks. Um, what's your man's name that everybody keeps wanting the Yankees to get? Um, what the hell is who's the guy that I'm dead set against? Bregman. Alex Bregman. I'm so cool on Bregman. I'm cool on Bregman. I'm cool on Kyle Tucker too. I know that I hear that the Yankees are hot and heavy in trade discussions with Houston about Kyle Tucker. I'm cool on Kyle Tucker, especially if he's going to be a rental. I'm cool on that. I've kind of had my fill with giving up, prospects for a 1 year rental. I'm cool on that for a little bit, um, and I'm not, rushing to just bring in, Astros, players here. Sue me. I'm just not. I'm just not. I'm not. I'm not rushing. You might could convince me on Correa. I know. I know. The Twins are fielding offers. I think they can no longer afford his contract. You might could convince me on Correa to play third, but yeah, I think I'm cool on Bregman and Tucker. I'd much rather Walker for first and Teoscar Hernandez in the corner. I'd much rather that. I'd much rather that. I think you do. I think you do those two things, and then you sign Williams from Milwaukee, the closer. The Yankees have been linked to him. I mean, I think you do those things, and you're cooking with grease. You are cooking with gas, and to me, there's no reason why the Yankees should not find themselves making a deep run into the playoffs and ultimately representing the American League once again in the World Series, and then the chips can fall where they may. So that's how I feel. I wanted to do a new segment, but since my co-hosts are not here, I think we'll kind of just end it there. But next time we will do um, a Yankees version of uh, what the hell is what are the kids doing these days? We listen and we don't judge. So we'll play that game. I'll get Juan, I'll get Adi, we'll have myself, and we'll do the Yankee version of we listen but we don't judge, and we'll give you our most controversial Yankees take. So we'll have some fun with that next week. And look, hopefully we're back. I had some technical difficulties, so I couldn't get into my R&B bag. I had a whole R&B set I was gonna play before we came in here. And started talking. I wanted to speak through the music a little bit because that's look, man. I'm an '80s baby. The '90s raised me. I only know one way to get over a heartbreak, and that's with '90s R&B, right? So I was gonna come in here. I had some Keisha Cole. I had some Whitney Houston. I had some. I mean, we was gonna really talk through the music a little bit, but I had some technical difficulties, so we'll get that cleaned up and hopefully bring you a full Ether from the Bleachers production, the way you guys are accustomed to when you do, pop in and spend some time with us. But listen, whether live or in passing, I always appreciate the tap in. 66 people in the live, 66 people in the chat. I really appreciate that on the comeback. I fuck with y'all. Glad that you fuck with us. And look, man, we're gonna get out of here. Is there anything else on my soul that I wanted to touch on or talk about? Anything else on my soul that I wanted to touch on or talk about? Talked about Soto. We touched on Fried. We're gonna have OG1 give us the statistical breakdown for him. Hopefully there'll be some more moves next week that we can chat about. And how's this time, y'all? Chat, how's this time for y'all, man? Wednesday, right around 8:30, 9 o'clock. That's probably the time that I'm gonna be available to pod. So we're gonna try to make this time slot work. And that's about it. And so look, man, before I get out of here, uh, I would be remiss to not wish my beautiful wife a happy, happy birthday. I will not say the age. Well, oh, I was about to say the age, Nancy. You lucky. I was about to drop that age, right? Ooh, I was about to drop that age. Tell me really how old you are, because see, my wife is beautiful. My wife is gorgeous. My wife, I mean, she's one of them ones, right? And I'm like, I'm not. I'm fully understand that I outkicked my coverage, right? And so men, y'all understand what we talk about when you out kicking coverage, right? So I fully understand that when it comes to my wife, right? Like she's a beautiful woman, right? And but what be getting me tight is we walk around, everybody like, you look so young, you look like you're still in high school, you look like I'm about to drop the age. I'm about to drop your age, but no, happy birthday tomorrow, December 12th. It's her birthday, so we will be celebrating tomorrow. So no content, no pod tomorrow, but we will try to be live next week. I'll cut up some clips from this, so there'll be some content on the channel. Just no live content probably until next week. Once again, happy birthday to my beautiful wife, Nancy. Love you. Can't wait to celebrate with you tomorrow. We're going to have a great time, man. So, all right, with that, my name is Eddie Knapp. For my brothers Adi, Juan, and even Vosky. We love Vosky. And Vosky's going to be a recurring guest on the pod as well. Give us that little crosstown perspective. Let him talk his smack as a Met fan, but more importantly, he is a really knowledgeable baseball guy. And so if you know ball, you could come up here and you could kick it with us, man. We're not gatekeeping. What else I want to do? I want to get my guys from Yankees Empire. My man Jake, my man Darth Envy. I gotta get y'all on here. I know we've spoken about it. I gotta get y'all here on the pod. We gotta talk. I'm really interested to hear your stories about being community mods on the largest Yankee community in X. I think it's a few 100,000 strong, and that place can be a shit show. Let me tell you. But shout out to X, shout out to everybody on Yankees Empire. Um, can't wait to hopefully meet some of y'all. And like I said, I definitely got to get Jake and Envy on the pod just so we could chat and we can have them give that story because this is a super cool story for Yankee fans. So, all right, man, I think I'll be out of here. I would love to play my outro music. I really would. But like I said, I'm having some technical difficulties and I'm not happy about it. So we're about to get out of here. But look, man, look, we rocked out for an hour. We rocked out for an hour. Still over 66 people live in the chat. Chat, I rock with y'all for real, for real. I really love that. I really love that. And look at that. See my man. Look at this, my man, because he's watching. He's gonna play his MM2, even though he should be sleeping. So I'm gonna cut this pot off, and then I might have to DDT, power bomb, or rock bottom my son and make sure he gets to the get to bed, and more importantly, make sure he acknowledges me as the tribal chief and the head of the table. And that's another thing, man. We back into wrestling. I know I did an episode on the pod on WrestleMania last year, but we've really kind of gotten back into the WWE universe. Me and my son, we love that. So maybe I have him come on here before one of these pay-per-views, and we'll chat and kind of break down where we think some of these storylines are going with the bloodline and the OG and the new bloodline and what's going on, and is The Rock gonna come back and all that good stuff. Man, shout out to WWE, yo. And let me tell you, I know there's a lot of adults in the chat that's like, I promise you, if you used to watch WWE or WWF back in the day in the Attitude Era, come back and get into it because the storytelling is top notch. It's amazing. Triple H is running the whole show now. It's no more Vince. Triple H is running the show. And I mean, there's nostalgia, there's new stars, and the storytelling is elite. I mean, it's a soap opera for wrestling fans. It's dope. So I definitely want y'all to tap in, and we'll come back on stream and talk about some of that stuff, as well as how I do, man. I come on here, I talk my hip hop, I talk my battle rap, little politics here and there. Nothing too crazy on the political side. I'm not trying to lose no subscribers or argue about the marginal tax rate or anything like that. I'm definitely not trying to do that. But we from time to time we may touch on some pop culture stuff and may cross over into politics and shit like that. But all right, man. Other than that, we're gonna keep it good. Boom. right there, right in an hour. We are out. Love, peace, and soul. My name is Eddie Knapp, and I'm gonna see y'all next time, man. Peace.